What's up, everyone? This is the Next Take Podcast, episode 61 with Mikel, and
And Tanyka.
where we have conversations on different topics. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Well, we're
So
we're
this,
we're getting there. We're getting
yeah,
there.
but yeah,
We're almost
this is
there.
our, Christmas episode.
It's the
Uh,
beginning of our Christmas episode, kicking off into Christmas.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So we're doing songs on
Mhm.
this episode.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah. What's
Yeah.
your favorite song, Tanika?
My favorite Christmas song?
Yeah.
Um, Honestly, my favorite Christmas song is the Band-Aid song. Like, do they know it's Christmas time at all? That's my favorite Christmas song. Um, and if I say a close second, it's gonna be Last Christmas by Wham. So
Okay.
both of those songs have something in common, and that is George Michael.
Interesting. Okay. For me, it's Jingle Bells. Anybody who just like sings it, you know. I would say that's probably the one song that I like. But there's
Mhm.
another one. I think it's the 20, is it the 12 days of Christmas? Or if I'm getting wrong,
Like the
uh
12 Days of Christmas, like the original
the
12 Days of
12
Christmas.
day of Christmas, my true, is it something like that?
Yeah,
True
that's
love?
12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like that song. I like
Really?
no, it's annoying. I like the remake of it, which is actually a song we will be talking about actually
Mm,
in this episode. Is
interesting.
the remake one that is, I think they're actually done, it's done by Canadians. It's hilarious.
I
That
think I
one
heard
I'm for.
I heard that one on the
Yeah, it's
radio
like
one
a
time.
beer
Yeah,
in a tree.
yeah,
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 I
yeah,
love that song.
yes,
That song's
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. There's also some like oldies back in like in the 60s,
hmm
even like the 70s, 80s, even Mariah Carey only singing
Yeah.
one.
I
So like
mean, yeah. That song, I think, for some people are very polarizing. Because I think maybe it's a good song, don't get me wrong, and I like the song. Um, but I think a lot of people are fed up because it's always like, oh, she apparently right now we're spoiler alert recording this in August. Apparently she's thawing out right now, and it's kind of annoys people a little bit, I think.
hmm hmm hmm
But
Interesting.
yeah,
Okay. All right.
okay,
Let's
let,
continue.
let's get into it. So in 1928, so we're gonna do like a little bit of there's a quick little history lesson, I guess, on kind of what started music,
hmm
Christmas music, and stuff like that. So in 1928, the choir of King's College in Cambridge's Christmas Eve carol service was broadcast over the public airways for the very first time. So in 1928. The same year saw the Oxford Book of Carols, which was edited by Percy de Muro and Ralph Vaughan Williams and Martin Shaw. This was published, aiding the wide enjoyment of festive hymns throughout the population. But what are the origins of the Christmas Carol? Christmas carols, not the Christmas Carol, because that's the book, but Christmas Carol. What actually is it to sound kind of Christmassy? Well, we're going to talk about it. So it's not as obvious as you might think. So in terms of like where this kind of came from, so we're going to get into that. So it's generally accepted that one of the first Christmas carols ever to be recorded was a song that was done in 129 AD called Angel's Hymn, and this is according to the New York Daily. Around this time, Christiany themed hymns started taking over the previous pagan songs celebrating a winter solstice. More and more slow, solemn hymns started to emerge in the 4th century, and by the 12th, songs referring to the nativity themes and creatures had emerged at that point. According to Oxford dictionaries, one of the oldest printed carols is the Boar's Head Carol, which I've never heard of, which dates from 1521. Apparently, it was traditionally heard annually at Queen's College, Oxford, as Christmas lunch was carried in. Coventry Carol is a medieval carol that endures in today's Christmas programs, and Renaissance composer Victoria's O Magnum Mysterium remains popular. That's also a song I've never heard of. Other traditional carols thought to be from the Middle Ages include God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Now that's a song I've heard of. And While Shepherds Watch Their Flocks by Night. Although the God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen we know and love today is a Victorian setting. So it's a little different. Carols and their words continued to be disseminated even in the 16th century when Oliver Cromwell and the Puritans tried to ban the singing of carols. Wow. Carols were being collected and printed widely by the 19th century. In 1880, it's believed the Christmas carol service was invented by Truro by an Edward White Benson, who later became the Archbishop of Canterbury. Many of today's most popular carols are dignified 19th century offerings with tuneful melodies, rich harmonies, and Christmassy sounds abundant. So Hark the Herald, for example, is an 1840 tune from Mendelssohn. It's German. We're going to keep going. Silent Night was another one, which was composed in 1818 by Franz Xaver Gruber, two lyrics by Joseph Moore. God King Wenceslas, not sure of that song either, but if you do know that song, that was a song that was done in 1853, lyrics set to an older tune, and the list kind of goes on there. So the notion of groups of carolers assembling in public spaces was a 19th century thing that kind of started, according to Oxford. Called waits, these collections of singers used to gather to perform for passers-by, who traditionally thank them with tasty offerings of drinks or mince pies. It became known as Wallisling and continues today, of course, have you ever seen carolers?
Carolers?
Yeah.
Nowadays?
Like carolers in your everyday life. So not in a movie, but in your everyday life. Have you ever seen a caroler?
I haven't seen one since, sheesh, in the 90s.
Really? I've never seen a caroler in my entire life.
Yeah.
Never seen them.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen people like walk up to your door and start singing. I've never seen that.
They
ever.
don't do that. They don't do that anymore.
No, I don't. I don't imagine they would go to people's doors anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm assuming. I guess you might see carolers like if you're going to like a setting. I mean, I've seen carolers, if you want to call them carolers, at like the Go station. They'll bring people there and they'll sing or whatever. They did that last year too, but they're not like the traditional looking carolers, and that's kind of the only time I guess I've ever seen them. I've never seen otherwise. So
depends on I think it also depends where you're at too.
Maybe
It depends.
like maybe they have carolers at the distillery district, like they always do their Christmas stuff every year at the distillery district. So I wonder if they have carolers over there. I've never been to the distillery district in this Christmas stuff, but
yeah, that's in downtown, right?
Yeah.
That's yeah. Do you know the thing in the Pickering Library?
No, because I've never been there either.
Oh, you've never been to the Pickering Library?
I mean, I've been to the Pickering Library when I was a kid, when I lived in Pickering. But
okay, so, yeah.
But that was a long time ago. I have no reason to really go there otherwise.
Have you been into the back? Like,
the side facing, the side facing the community center?
Yes, that side, yeah.
Probably at some point, but like I
And
don't really remember.
then there's a what do you call it? We call that I don't know what you call it. It's where bands play
Hmm.
and you I don't know what's called, but like um but yeah, I would say the carolers will go in there and just like, sing a Christmas song, and
Hmm.
it just depends of like if the library has in like, a small event for,
Hmm.
for Christmas or Christmas theme, and you just like, chill outside and hear the Christmas carols there. So yeah, I can't remember what was that called.
I don't know, but I
And
mean, maybe they've done things like that similar to uh in Ajax too, because the library is right beside town hall. So um I think maybe they could have done stuff like that, like when they do maybe like the Santa Claus parade here and whatever. So maybe they done stuff like that. But I mean, I haven't been to Santa Claus parade in years, years, over 10 years now.
oh,
Um,
wait. I know what it's called. It's like a porch in a way. They have a porch in
oh,
the back,
okay.
and where bands can like play their music. I know like Caribbean music has been played there during the summertime sometimes, but like
Well, they probably only do
jazz
it like during
yeah,
like Caravana or
jazz,
whatever.
yeah, jazz players playing that little like that little porch in there.
Probably during the jazz festival. They're probably doing it, obviously
Yeah.
lining up with what's going on in Toronto.
Mm.
Um, yeah, maybe that's what they're kind of doing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I would suggest like, Christmas carols would be in there too. So yeah.
Okay, um, so groups continue to sing in squares or door to door. Apparently, people still do door to door. I don't know, but in squares
Mm.
for sure. And it's with unrestrained joy that we continue to sing carols in Christmas church services, in the chilly air, or in restrained yet merry tones
Mm.
inside our houses as we put up the tree, which we do all the time. Every time we put our tree up, we're playing, well, not necessarily singing,
Mm.
we're playing like, you know, Christmas music. Um,
Mm.
which some of the songs that are definitely required are on a list of songs that we're going to talk about
Mm.
that are my mom's favorites. So we'll talk about that in a minute. So stirring melodies are usually sprinkled with minor and diminished chords. Think of the mix of major and minor melody lines and God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen in
Mm.
popular Christmas carols and songs. This all underpins lyrics that are nostalgic and often as somber as they are uplifting and inspiring, centered around the miraculous story of Jesus' birth, of course. The overall message of the Christmas Carol is one of awe, humility, hope, and abundant joy.
Mm.
Um, if you're curious, in more modern Christmas music, you can rely on a stick of sleigh bells or similar to guarantee a Christmas auditory association. So if you're curious as to, I mean, listen, you can go off with your bad self if you want to play or sing or whatever Christmas music all year round. I mean, I do sometimes, depending on the song. Um, here's
Not really
why you
for
don't.
me. I
No,
don't play.
it depends on the
Depend
song. It depends on the
like
song. Kenny Loggins' "Celebrate Me Home" is one of my favorite songs.
y-
Not on this list, but one of
mm,
my favorite songs, and I will play that song any time of year. I don't care because
interesting.
I love that. To me, it doesn't have to be a Christmas song in my mind. Like, yes, he talks about Christmas or whatever, but
Yeah.
it's it's a beautiful song, and I love that song. So
Right.
I do not care. I will play that song all year
I
round.
don't. I don't know. Like I feel like Christmas music should stay in the when it's the time of the year, in my opinion.
That's
At
your
least
opinion. That's
it's yeah.
yeah. I'm
It's not
not
like
listening to
it's
like Jingle Bells or something like that. This is like
it's
the one song that
yeah.
is a song that I play because I love the song. I think it's a beautiful song, and yeah, it's not like a traditional
I see.
Christmas song. It's a song
Mm,
he wrote and
mm,
played and whatever. Kenny Loggins, who is, for those people who don't know who Kenny Loggins is, Footloose. There you go. He's the guy who does the Footloose song, and yeah, like it's a beautiful song, and I love that song. And that's probably the only song that I will play all year, or like for example, if it's on like my list,
mm,
I let that play through. So I might play that song in
yeah,
September or August or whatever, like
mm,
because I just don't care. I love that song.
true, true. Well, I have an example, like Thriller, Michael Jackson Thriller, right? That's
Okay.
actually kind of like a Halloween type of
And
song,
you'll
right?
only listen to that on Halloween? Not
No,
me,
I
not
will.
I.
No. You can listen to it all year around because it's it's
Yeah.
it, it's
It's
it
not
means
necessarily, I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily say it was meant to be a Halloween song. I think that's just something that the people kind of did because it's the mainly probably because of the music video
yeah, that
than
too.
the song itself.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think that's kind of more why it kind of was tied in with Halloween.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, that song I just listened to that song like a few weeks ago. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm probably gonna play the song again because I tend to like listen to his music like on his birthday because his birthday's coming up. And I just,
Hmm.
celebrate Michael Jackson and listen, Thriller plays. Okay.
Yeah, it does. I'm surprised.
Love
I,
Thriller.
I'm I'm surprised he didn't do a Christmas song, too as
He
well.
didn't do Christmas music as an
Yeah.
adult. He did Christmas music as a child in the Pearl Jackson
Child,
5.
yeah.
But you
Yeah.
have to also remember, like, okay, we're going to Michael Jackson territory here. Um, we we did talk about this with him before, but he was not a Christian. He is
I
uh
see.
like he's what are those people that always come door to door? Jehovah's Witness. He was Jehovah's Witness.
Mm,
So he didn't celebrate Christmas.
I see.
Yeah,
Interesting.
he didn't
Interesting.
celebrate Christmas. The only time I don't know if he ever continued it afterwards, but the first
Hmm.
time he ever celebrated Christmas was as like a 30-something-year-old when Elizabeth Taylor threw Christmas in his house.
Mm,
So he never celebrated Christmas, which is, he had talked about it. Like it was weird for him to do Christmas music at all as a kid when they didn't celebrate Christmas. They
I
were
didn't know
Jehovah's
that.
Witness. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know if they still are. Obviously Janet Jackson, for example, like I don't know where her religious views are at now, but at one point she had converted to Islam, so I don't know where she's at now.
Hmm.
But um they were Jehovah's Witness. Yeah. So and they don't celebrate birthdays, they don't celebrate Christmas, they don't celebrate anything.
Hmm.
Because it's pagan. So they don't
Oh
do it.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've gotten a little bit of a lesson from a new person who was Jehovah's Witness, so I got a little bit of a lesson about Jehovah's Witness. Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
if you're curious as to why people don't sing Christmas carols all year round, um, well, plenty of people do, as I just said with Kenny Loggins. And while we're sure some sing Christmas carols all year round, it's traditional to stick to singing carols in the lead up to Christmas Day if we're to take Oxford's definition of carols literally. Um, so the lead up to Christmas is best seen as being from the start of Advent, so that's like 4 weeks before, the period marked by the first of the 4 Sundays before Christmas until Christmas Day. The end of Christmas is usually marked by the Feast of the Epiphany, the day in Christianity where the revelation of baby Jesus is celebrated, usually on January 6th, and that is going to be the case And this January coming up, Epiphany is on January 6th as well. I don't know if that changes year to year, but anyway. It's certainly considered in poor taste to sing carols much before or beyond this point. So I guess you shouldn't do it after January 6th. Although, if you listen to a radio, for example, they literally stop Christmas music on New Year's Day. So, yeah.
New Year's Day.
New Year's Day, they stop it, or they might be playing it New Year's Day, and then it stops January 2nd, like just like that. Like it's done.
There's still some stores that still play like a week, one more week.
Maybe
after.
Stores do, but I'm talking radio stations. I'm not necessarily paying attention to stores, and because again, like I'm not really entering into a store after like Christmas. Hell, even right before Christmas, I'm not entering a store at all. So I don't really know what's going on in stores at that point, but with radio stations, for sure, they stop by January 2nd. They'll play, hell, I don't even know if they play on New Year's. They might do a mix of Christmas and just regular music by that point, but yeah, like, also these, like the one radio station I'm thinking that plays all Christmas music, not all stations do that. But like CHFI, for example, they'll play Christmas music every single day from the Santa Claus parade in Toronto until January. So that's like just under 2 months of just Christmas music. Okay. So going on this period, no doubt amplified by ongoing superstitions such as it being bad luck to keep decorations up beyond the 12th day of Christmas, which would be January 5th. Definitely have kept up our Christmas decorations past January 5th. Well, that's interesting. Interestingly, some carols throughout history seem to celebrate a period outside the Christmas season. So that Coventry Carol that was mentioned earlier is believed to have originated from medieval Coventry mystery plays, traditionally performed in the middle of the summer. Interesting. And there are instances of carols being used in different contexts that take them outside Christmas. So John Taverner's exquisite carol, The Lamb, which again, I've never heard of, for example, was used in the soundtrack to Paolo Sorrentino's film The Great Beauty, which is definitely not a Christmas film, which was released in the UK on September 6th, 2013. So well before Christmas. Today, lots of new choral Christmas music is often commissioned by leading choirs like the Choir of King's College, Cambridge. I think this is kind of based in the UK a little bit. We have our own over here too. And also living composers, including Arvo Pärt, I think is how you say his name, Eric Whitaker, there you go, and Bob Chilcott have also written contemporary carols as well. So it's kind of a little bit of the history of carols and all that. So let's get into kind of a list of songs here. Some songs, now this particular list had 65 songs. I did not take note of all of them, but I think more of the more popular ones, most people probably know more than others. Those are the ones that I've kind of, taken note of, and those are the ones we'll kind of talk about.
So are we doing all of it, all 65, or are we just
I literally just said we're not doing all 65.
Oh,
I just said that.
I thought you said
no.
I thought you said like we're doing all 65.
No.
And
No, I literally, let's say it again. This was a list of 65 songs. I am not covering all 65 songs. Only covering the ones that are more popular and probably people know more of. That's what I said. Okay.
She has it on repeat, guys. She has it on
Yeah.
repeat.
Just in case you didn't quite catch that, I guess.
All right.
All right. So the first song on this list.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to guess what song is on this list? The very first one?
Is it a Ariana Grande song or
No,
a
no,
oldie?
no, 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 no. She is on the list. I can't remember if
Mm,
I mentioned her, but she is on this list.
okay.
Ariana Grande, but that is not it. No, literally. I'm talking the
Mhm.
very first song. Which song do you think that is?
All
Wow.
Days of Christmas.
No. Okay, forget it. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. I'm sure everyone
Oh,
else out there was screaming because you know the very first song that everyone thinks of during Christmas is that song. Because she's the princess of the queen of Christmas, or whatever the hell. So,
yeah, Queen of Christmas. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I mean,
Huh?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's the song people think. I don't know.
Are you kidding me? What
I,
else do you think it
I,
is?
I think that comes in second.
No, not at all. You're
Hmm,
absolutely incorrect.
really?
I literally just made a note. I just talked about the fact that currently, right now in August, people are talking about Mariah Carey's being thought out because Christmas is
Mhm.
coming. That is the
Mhm.
song that people think of. That is the song that constantly plays on radio stations. That is the song that people always, anytime you roll up on the Spotify list, the very first song on that list is Mariah Carey. And it's that song.
Oh, I didn't
She
know.
has other Christmas songs, but they're
Yeah.
not as popular as that song.
Mm.
I don't know why you would think that that will not be the first song. I
Maybe
think you
because
need to observe Christmas a little more because, whoa.
maybe because like I'm not. It's not my number one choice, but
No, it may not be your number one choice.
yeah.
And it's not my number one choice either. I already said
Mhm.
what my favorite song
Yeah.
is.
But
But
it's the general
that's
public's.
besides, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the public. That is the most popular song of Christmas, is that song.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Interesting.
so the next song, which is actually number 3 on the list, is
Mhm.
Last Christmas by Wham, which I did mention was a very close second for me.
Interesting.
Is Last Christmas by Wham. I love that song so much.
I am surprised Jingle Bells is not
We just started the
even.
list. Just started.
Jingle Bells should have been like at least one or two. But
No, I don't think Jingle Bells is as popular of a song that you want
wow,
it to be.
wow,
I
okay.
really don't, because Jingle Bells is not the first song that comes to my
Jingle,
mind at all.
one of the most easiest songs to just remember.
Sure, but yeah, sure, but when we were kids, maybe. Not. It's not now.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, yeah. Go ahead.
so number 4 on the list was White Christmas by Bing Crosby. So,
Hmm.
yeah. Um, Number 5 on the list was Christmas, Baby Please Come Home by Darlene Love.
Wow, it's that low.
This is
Interesting.
number 5, so this is technically high up on the list. So it's higher up on the list. Yeah.
I'll say that one. That one plays every single.
Oh yeah, all of these play.
Every single. Oh
All of
my
these
god.
play. It's on the loop. But
Yeah.
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 Number 6, Feliz Navidad by Jose Feliciano. I think is how I say his name. One of my favorites. I love this song. Feliz Navidad. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
No, I didn't see anything.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Number 7 on the list is Baby It's Cold Outside by Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong.
Yeah, I don't hear that song as much in Christmas. Like not as often. Like you, yeah.
I'll tell you why.
Wow.
The reason that the song doesn't play as much anymore,
Mm-hmm.
especially the original version,
Is there a controversy?
yes.
Oh, okay. Then.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been Me Too'd, basically.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Um,
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we have talked about that before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 8 on the list is Santa Claus is Coming to Town by the Jackson 5. So that's number 8.
Yeah, I heard that song. And yeah.
Personally, now I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, so maybe this will be
Mhm.
surprising for people. I don't particularly like that version of the song.
Mm,
I prefer Bruce Springsteen's version of Santa Claus Number
mm.
2. I Yeah, that's just me. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
blasphemy for a
I,
Michael Jackson fan, but it's
is
not
that
my
the Jack?
favorite.
Is that the Jackson Five? The
Jackson
Jackson
5.
Five
Yeah, it's
version?
like
Yeah,
Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah, that's yeah. It's the
I hear
Jackson 5
that.
version.
Yeah, I hear that more than the original version. To be
I
honest.
don't know what the original version would sound like, first of all.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think that is even one that exists on radio stations anymore.
Right. Right.
Um, but yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree is number
Hmm.
11 by Brenda Lee. Um,
Christmas tree.
Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree.
Oh yeah, yeah. That song was. Yeah, that's
Uh,
surprised. It's this low too. Yeah.
it's fairly high up
Mm-hmm.
for the most part.
It's at 13, right? You're at 13.
11, 11.
11?
Mm.
Yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Okay.
So, number 12 is Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. So that's simply having wonderful Christmas time. Yeah, that was
When
my favorite, my brother's favorite song as a kid.
when I go into the Pickering Mall,
Mm-hmm.
every single time I hear that song, I'm like, okay.
It's Paul McCartney. It's a Beatle. They're gonna play it all the time.
It's a good song. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Driving Home for Christmas is number 13, and this is by Chris Rea. So that's like, the driving home for Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hear that song that much. No.
Really? I hear that song
Yeah.
all the time during Christmas. All the time.
Mm-mm.
It's a good song. It's a good song. Sleigh Ride is number 15 by the Ronettes. The Sleigh Ride, Sleigh Ride. Yeah, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I hear that song. Yeah.
Number 16, 8 Days of Christmas by Destiny's Child. So it's one like, I know the song. I don't think it plays very often, but I think like when it first came out, that was a song that played like all the time. But you don't kind of hear it as much now. Personally, I don't hear it as much. But anyway, number 17, Frosty the Snowman by Cockatoo Twins. I don't know. I know Frosty the Snowman. I don't particularly know this version, but that's fine. Obviously, the Frosty the Snowman.
This one.
Yeah,
Is that the version I was just singing, or is that a different version?
that's just the typical version of Frosty the Snowman. Yeah, I don't know. Number 18, Jingle Bell Rock by Bobby Helms. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
That's the main. That's like the main, almost the main chorus, basically.
Yeah. Number 19, Happy Christmas, War is Over by John Lennon and Yoko Ono. So this is Christmas.
Yeah.
What have you done? I love that song.
Yeah, I hear that song every single time. Yeah.
Yeah, and they always put that song to those commercials where it's like, help this, they always put it to those commercials too. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
And they did a remake version of that song. No, absolutely not. No. Leave John Lennon alone. Number 21, Step Into Christmas by Elton John. I think that's the one that's Welcome to my Christmas song. For a year. I think that's the I'm mostly oh Christmas with me. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I think it is.
Yeah, no, that one not that much.
Are you kidding? They play that song all the time. You're listening to the wrong stations or wrong places or whatever. They play that song all the time. It's Elton John. Elton John is Elton John. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Anyway,
no, don't get me wrong. Elton John is talented. Don't get me wrong, but
I'm sorry. Did this man just say Elton John is talented? Elton
yeah,
John is Elton John. Elton John is in the same categories as like Michael Jackson in his own right.
yeah, I
Um,
said he's
is
talented. I
Elton?
mean,
Yeah, but
great. He's great.
it sounds so like I don't know, like he just showed up one day. It sounds so
No,
like
I
he's
didn't mean
Elton
that
John.
way. He's very he's one of the great. So I would
Thank
say
you.
that.
That
Yeah.
sounds a lot better.
Yeah.
He's one of the
There you go.
greats. Thank you.
Yeah.
Number 25. My favorite song. I don't like that it's on number 25, but that's fine. Do They Know It's Christmas by Band Aid? Do they know it's okay? I already sang it before, so I'm not gonna sing it again. But yes, that's one of my favorites.
It's Christmas time. Are we there?
Adult. Huh?
That's a song?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do they? Well, that's like the chorus, but like, do they
yeah.
know it's Christmas time at all?
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah, and you have like Stings in it, George Michael's in it, like I said before. Boy
Mhm.
George is in it. Like you have like the greats, the UK greats in the song.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, number 26, Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley. I love this song. I
So-
love a blue Christmas without you.
yeah, I heard that song.
Never
It's not.
what?
I heard that song. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought for a
No,
minute you
no,
said
no.
you
It's
had
just like
it.
it's not. I heard it. I just not. It's not on like often. I would
Okay,
say.
that's incorrect.
Really. No.
Absolutely. I hear that song every year on the radio for
I,
Christmas. Yeah.
yeah, I don't hear it that much, but
Oh, the song's so good. Okay. This one has definitely become one of my favorites. This one is my mom's favorite song.
mhm.
And if this song does not play, we're
Mhm.
going to have problems. I'm telling you. She will fight people if she had to make sure the song plays. Number 32 on this list, Peace on Earth / The Little Drummer Boy by Bing Crosby and David Bowie. If you don't know the song,
I know this song, but you have to hum it to me.
You're putting me on the spot. Okay, hold on. I have the tune in my head.
I think I know the title.
No, I
just
have.
had to
Hold on, you
remember.
gotta stop talking. I have a tune in my head. I'll get the tune and I'll get the words. Come, they told me for peace on earth. Can it be? Years from now, perhaps we'll see. Yeah, that's part of the song because it's like a mix of the two songs, right? So I had to get past that part and then I could get to that part. And yeah, it's an amazing song. So personally, two greats, both gone. Anyway, number 34, Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson. Now, I don't know if I know this song, but I mean, I know Kelly Clarkson did a Christmas album. I just don't know if this is the song that usually plays.
Yeah.
It could be. I just don't remember.
I remember she was promoting her Christmas album on Ellen. So
yeah. Number 36, O Come, Emmanuel by Stefan Stevens, I think is how you say the name. But yeah, I know like O Come, Emmanuel. It's typical Christmas carol. Number 38, River by Joni Mitchell. And at first I didn't know what song this was, and then I'm like, oh no, I do know this song, and I lost it again. It's yeah, I know exactly what song this is, and it plays on the radio all the time too. It's shoot, people are screaming. Oh man, it's not even coming to me now. It did when I did the list, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I remember that song now. And now it's gone again. Okay,
No, you're
I gotta
good.
go. I gotta skip it. It's gonna bother
You're,
me.
you're
Um,
good.
Number 48. So we're jumping 10 songs here.
Mhm.
Number 48.
Yeah.
What Christmas Means to Me by Stevie Wonder. Do you know that song?
Yes. Just need you to hum it.
That's what Christmas means to me, my love.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. The song plays that song plays a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Stevie Wonder.
Commercials, radio, in your stores.
Yeah.
That, that's the song. That's the yeah.
Number 49. Now I'm gonna have a little bit of an issue with the artist that's being added here. No hate against the artist because he's
Mhm.
great. He's
Mhm.
also a great. So that's whatever. Mary's
Mhm.
Boy Child. This one by Harry Belafonte. I have never once heard this version. I love Harry Belafonte. Like I said, he's a
Mhm.
great.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna have issues, and here's why. I only know the Boney M version. So I'm gonna have to change that up a little bit and say Mary's Boy Child by Boney M is definitely a great. That's the one that plays on the radio all the time.
Hum it. I need to. This
Mm?
is so many Christmas songs.
But sorry.
Hum, hum the song. Hum the
Oh,
song.
Mary's Boy Child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day, and man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day.
Yeah. Okay.
Hark now,
So,
here, yeah. So I know the Boney M version. That's the version that plays in my home. That's the
mhm.
version I hear on the radio.
Mhm.
And maybe I'm a little biased, but that's also my family. So there you go.
Right.
So that's
Right.
the one. I think I have heard the Harry Belafonte
Mhm.
version as well, but that's not the one that you typically hear very often. No hate on Harry Belafonte. I want to put that out there.
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
Mhm.
Um, so number 60. So we're getting to the end here. Actually, I think this is the last song that I mentioned. Is number 60.
Mm.
Is 12 Days of Christmas by Bob and Doug McKenzie, and that is the version that I mentioned
Wow.
earlier. That is the
The
and
bear.
a beer in a tree. Love
Mm.
it. It's
I like that.
I
I like
only
that.
heard that one once last year,
Mhm.
and I was
Yeah.
really upset because I like that song. I
I
think it's
heard that.
hilarious.
I heard that one last year and the year before that too. So like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not a new song. That song
Mhm.
came out,
You know,
I don't
in
know,
the
maybe like
90s
10.
or is it?
No, 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 no. I think it came
Oh.
out. I remember hearing that it was a newer song,
Mhm.
probably in my early 20s, so about 10
Mhm.
years. And that's when I heard that it was a newer song at
Right.
that point. So yeah, it's not that old anyways.
Right.
Um, but I personally like that song. I think that song's the best
I like
version.
I like both of them. I like the original and
I don't know, the original is it's too much.
the
It's too much. Um, but yeah, that's
yeah,
basically
yeah,
it.
a lot of great Christmas songs. Um, I know people hate Christmas songs as well.
Yeah.
Do you know why the reason people hate Christmas songs? Is it because like people don't like Christmas?
Do
Or
I know why the reason people don't like Christmas songs?
there's different reasons on why
I'm
people
sure there's different reasons why people don't like Christmas songs. It could be they don't like Christmas. For whatever reasons they don't like Christmas.
Mhm.
Um,
They find it
and
annoying.
no, I don't think it's so much about it being annoying. I think
Mhm.
it's more about there could have been traumas
Okay.
surrounding Christmas. Like there's certain songs that is hard for
Mhm.
me to listen to. For example, Silent Night. That's a harder one for me to listen to. It used to be one of my favorites as a kid. It's tougher for me now because that was a song that was played at my great grandma's funeral. So there's always reasons why people don't particularly like
Mhm.
songs or a particular song or whatever.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think it just depends on the situation. Maybe even It could be religious reasons.
That too.
People view Christmas as a pagan holiday. There's,
Mm-hmm.
there's many different reasons why.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I personally, I do like Christmas songs when it's like, the time of the year.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not
necessarily.
ready for Christmas songs now in August as we record.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, but when it's the time of year, I don't mind them. I
yeah.
don't mind them playing on repeat every single day.
Let me get
Like,
past Halloween and I'm
mhm.
good to go.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think they play. I don't think they play like Halloween music as much as they do Christmas. Do they?
There's
Like,
not as much
uh,
Halloween
yeah,
songs as there
yeah.
are Christmas
They do-
songs.
I think they
There's
do too.
there's a little bit of a difference with Halloween songs versus
Right.
Christmas songs because Christmas songs are actually songs that
Hmm.
are meant for Christmas. Halloween, it's like there's songs that have that scary element to it that just happen to be for Halloween. I really truly think the only song that is maybe considered a Halloween song
Hmm.
is Monster Mash.
And that's kind of sad. That's sad. Like there's only like two songs that are like Thriller and then the Monster
But
Mash.
again, like I
So
said, Thriller was not meant
I
to
know
be necessarily a Halloween song. It just was
I understand.
adapted to be a
Yeah,
Halloween song.
I understand
Yeah.
that. I understand, but like there needs to be more music. No, don't get me wrong. We're all kind of off topic with the what we're talking about, but like there needs to be more songs for like Halloween, right?
I don't
Because like,
know. I don't
I,
know
like
if it. I mean, I'm sure there are maybe
yeah,
genres that you can listen
yeah.
to if you want to put yourself in them. But I
I
feel like
mean,
people who, when you think Halloween, I don't think the songs as much. I think
mm,
going to like a haunted house, watching a scary movie,
mm,
whatever that kind of puts you in that Halloween mood. Whereas
mm,
Christmas, you have the you have that music. You think about the music, you think about the weather, you think about all of those different things. Whereas Halloween, it's I think
right,
the thought
family,
process are just a little different
yeah,
than
even
Christmas.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't think
kids,
music is the forefront
yeah, kids,
as it is with
candy,
Christmas. Yeah,
partying.
yeah,
Basically, it's not family. Well, it can be if you're a kid and you trick or treat with your family, but the main part is it's just you're going out with your friends to
yeah.
to get candy or you're partying at a party or you're basically dressing up as a your favorite character. So
hmm Yeah, Halloween is very different. And again, like as adults too, like
mhm,
that can mean something completely different than you did
that
as it
too.
did as a kid, right?
Mhm,
Some people don't give two shits about Halloween.
mhm,
Some people think very differently with Halloween. Like it
right.
just depends, right?
Mhm, mhm,
Halloween, 9 times out of 10 is just another work day for me.
mhm,
But I do
mhm,
Halloween differently. I just
right.
watch Halloween movies. That's what I
Mhm.
do. We don't do the carving and the trick or treating anymore because everyone's an adult in our house. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, nice.
Pumpkin pie. That's what I think of as well. But that's also
Oh
could be
yeah.
Thanksgiving
Okay.
as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So we got anything left for like this episode on Christmas
No.
or no?
We're just doing a kickoff
Mm-hmm.
into Christmas. That's all this is. Where there's going to be, well, I guess we can kind of talk about what's to come, I guess, for the Christmas movies or that we're going to be. So we're going to do doing similarly what we did with Halloween. This time we're going to be recapping Christmas movies. So what you can expect if you want to watch the movie, I'm sure a lot of these movies people have watched before. If you want to refresh before you listen to us, these are the movies that we're going to be doing in this order. So we're going to be doing Elf. That's the first movie
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be doing. Then we're going to be doing the Santa Claus movie, only the first one. That is the classic. That is the one we're watching, is the Santa Claus, Claus with an E.
Right.
And then we're going to be ending that off. We're only be doing technically 3 movies, but technically 4, because we're going to be ending off the Christmas movies with Home Alone 1 and 2. So that's what we're going to be doing. So those are the movies that we're going to be watching. Classic Christmas movies. And if you want to watch them before you listen to us, there you go. And we'll remind you. So next week will be Elf. So you can watch that.
All right. So then this ends this episode 61
Is that
of
what
the
I
next
said?
tape. I think you said 61.
Oh,
Is it 61?
I don't remember. I gotta look.
Oh my God.
61. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
61.
61, everybody. Just remember that. 61 of the Next Take podcast. The Next Take podcast is available now on all podcast platforms. We also have a website called solo.to/Next Take podcast. Tanyka, where else are we at?
We're on Facebook and Instagram at Next Take Podcast and Twitter and TikTok and Next Take Pod.
And contact us on our email, mikeltanyka@gmail.com. That is mikeltanyka@gmail.com. So we covered Christmas songs, whole lot of Christmas songs from old to new. So yeah, pretty good. And I like Christmas songs. Tanyka likes Christmas songs. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's
You have
it.
anything else to say? That's it.
No, I think that's it.
Okay. I'm Mikel, and
I'm Tanyka.
we're out until next week. Peace, guys.
Bye.
Enjoy the music.
Enjoy the music.